Ocala to learn more. USDA's crop production and peanut stocks and processing goes together to publish a peanut supply and disappearance. According to the USDA, or Economic Research Service, U.S. peanut acreage last year rebounded by 16%, 1.66 million planted acres. In publishing the numbers, they said the national average yield dropped from the 4,000-pound estimated earlier to 3,796. The combination raises U.S. production to 3,066,000 tons instead of the 3.3 million tons. This is the third largest harvest ever. This is down 509 million pounds from last month's forecast, but up 12% from last year.
This season, get medieval on peanut white mold with the powerful protection of all-new Excalia fungicide from Valent USA. Here to shield your peanuts from the treachery of white mold, Excalia delivers excellent staying power, keeping your peanuts from being conquered, even under heavy pressure. Stay one step ahead of peanut white mold with the powerful protection of Excalia. Ask your retailer or visit valent.com/Excalia. Always read and follow label instructions.
This season, get medieval on peanut white mold with the powerful protection of the all-new Excalia fungicide from Valent USA. With superior staying power, Excalia keeps your peanuts from being conquered by white mold, even under heavy pressure. So ask your local retailer or visit valent.com/Excalia to learn more. I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have increasing amounts of sunshine today with a high of 66 to 71, then clear and chilly this evening, low tonight 40 to 49. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, high Tuesday 68 to 71. Then Wednesday and Thursday, both will be nice days, sunshine mixing with some clouds. High Wednesday 70 to 73, high Thursday 73 to 75. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good morning. Welcome to hour number 2 of Ocala Talks. Tom Schmidt, Sonda Eunice in the building, and she joins us every Monday from 8:30 to 9:30, bringing you businesses, new businesses, established businesses. She brings you the information that you need to know about entrepreneurs in our area. And by the way, a large entrepreneur group in this area. So, Sonda, thanks for bringing their voices out. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. I feel blessed that I have the opportunity to do so here.
Before we went to break, I was going to tell you about conspiracy theorists.
Yes.
So, I'm watching the thing on YouTube. It was about 20 minutes. And I know about the contrails and people, but these people were, I mean, one man was adamant that he has his guns and he's ready because he's got like gauges that check the air quality around his mobile home out in the desert.
Right.
Imagine that. Because he is fervent about the government uses contrails, uses commercial airlines. Uh-huh. And those lines you see when a commercial airline goes through the sky, that's the government gassing the atmosphere so it can control weather patterns and sell the fake global warming. That's what he said, this guy. And also, it's how they poison you and use it as population control. And so his guns and all are ready because as soon as his air quality, as soon as he knows they're attacking him personally, he's
going to shoot the air?
Yeah, he's shooting everybody.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wouldn't it make more sense for those planes to be flying a little lower to be more effective for the population control?
Look, don't allow common sense to get anywhere near conspiracy theory.
Don't give them ideas, right?
No. One guy I was watching, one guy firmly believes that Sasquatch, the Bigfoot, the abominable snowman, however you want to look at him,
Right.
is really the government seeing how well and how attentive the general population is.
That is a fresh outlook, and I like it.
So just one Bigfoot.
We're not very attentive because
just one Bigfoot.
we're struggling
We're
with
struggling.
seeing this guy.
The Loch Ness Monster. It's just a recording device to see how attentive you are. I think I would, I see a big dinosaur or something floating in the water. I would take a photo of that. I'd take a video with camera. With people with cell phones now and everything, people go, oh, yeah, but cell phones don't work. Your camera does.
Yeah.
The record button on your camera works. It doesn't need to be connected to the internet or anything to work.
Right.
You would think with everybody with a phone now, everybody's a reporter, everybody's a news media guy because they got phones.
Right.
And they can take video anytime they want to. If Bigfoot existed, we'd know by now.
Oh, for sure.
Besides just Jack Link's, beef jerky commercials.
Yeah. Well, we are an ADHD population.
We are an ADHD
We may
population.
see him and get distracted. Ooh, a butterfly.
Is that Bigfoot? Let me take a picture. Oh, squirrel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's moving faster. We're attracted to speed.
When people go, and I believe me, I take Ritalin. I suffer from ADHD.
Me too.
And I know exactly. People say ADHD. It's not real. Here's what ADHD is. The best analogy. And when I said this to a psychiatrist said, "It's the best analogy I've ever heard." I go, well, it's my analogy. Here's how I explain ADHD. When Susan and I first started dating, I had to make her aware of what she was getting into because dating somebody with ADHD can be challenging.
Yes.
And so I said, let me explain. The best way I can explain it to you is, when you see in Times Square the stock exchange ticker going by and you see all this information just rolling by.
Right.
That's the ADHD brain.
Exactly.
The information just rolling through.
Yep. And it never stops.
Yeah. And the reason we stop and interrupt you and people say, oh, but you interrupted. The reason we interrupt conversations to have our voice heard now, because we don't, it'll go by us and we won't ever remember it again.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you may remember something that's very vital and important. Lose it if you don't get it out. And then there's no guarantee it's ever going to register with you again.
Yeah. No, I take notes. I have a note thing on my phone, and whenever I have an idea, 100%. I write it down. Yeah.
100%. I got some of it on my phone, my recorder. I did stand-up comedy for a while, so I write jokes and everything.
Yeah.
But they come to you at all kind of, and when one comes, I've literally pulled over in traffic in a turn lane area, put it in park so I could record something, a thought I had. When I think about things to talk about on the show and everything,
right,
I have to stop and put them in my recorder.
Exactly.
Because if I don't, I hate this conversation. What was that thing we were talking about the other day that was so funny? I have that conversation with people all the time.
Right. Oh, it's going to bother me so much.
What was that thing?
Yeah.
Remember that joke I told the other day? Well, it was so fun. What? People go, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they don't remember.
And I don't remember either.
Yeah.
But like I tell people all the time, if it's not in my Google Calendar, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because I would never remember.
And I am so bad
wouldn't.
at that. I schedule meetings and then I run off to do the next thing and I forget to put it in my calendar. I double book myself all the time.
All the time.
It's so bad.
Yeah. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's something you learn to live with.
Right.
But it's no fun.
Oh no. It is
fun.
hard to get focused. It's hard to just not multitask, right? Whenever I sit down to do work and I'm like, okay, this is what I got to be working on, and then I'll get a text about someone asking, well, have you done this? And
100%.
I'm going to start doing that, and it's always like 100%. That.
That's the thing. ADHD people, our problem is we multitask.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. I mean, I'll sit down to do a podcast, and I do editing for podcasts. I'll sit down to edit a podcast, and then because you're on the computer. Right. Well, an internet pop-up thing will pop up saying this story or that. Then I'll go read that.
Right.
Then I'm on Yahoo reading the news.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm like, damn, I hadn't worked on this podcast. It's been an hour.
Yeah. Let me get back to this.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm making notes for the show here.
Right.
I could do that later.
Yeah.
So what should take me an hour and a half, 2 hours, takes me 4 hours because
Right.
I'm doing that, plus I'm...
Like 20 other mini tasks in between.
it's and I'm on medication.
I am
still
too.
do that.
Yeah.
When I wasn't, I used to... But my mom used to say all the time when I was a teenager and then I was a young adult, she would know because she's your mom. She'd go, "Did you take your medicine today?"
Yeah.
Because
something's
there's certain
off.
days when I don't take my medicine.
Yeah. And you're having a little
Susan
too much
just
fun.
throws her hand up. She's like, I can't deal with this today. I can't
Yeah.
Because we go 90 miles an hour
Yeah.
in 18 different directions at one time. Now, where it behooves you is if you're playing something like the game I played for a long time, poker,
Yeah.
because you can see everything. People don't realize also ADHD, what happens is, like right now, I'm sitting in here with Sonda right now. I know she's looking right at me, but I'm also looking at her camera stand, the flowers behind her, the thing on the wall that says 1370 a.m. I keep worried about whether the clock behind me needs to be looked at so I can see whether we need to go on break.
Yeah.
All that's happening.
9:12.
All that's happening in my brain at one
Right.
time.
Right.
People go,
And we try to process all the stimuli
all at one
the
time.
same time. Yeah.
Like like right now, I'm looking at you straight away. I can also see out of the corner of my eye those crooked squares on the wall over there, because they're crooked, and it drives me crazy. And that's the other thing. Normal tasks or normal things that wouldn't bother most people
Yeah.
bother us.
Yeah.
Like we hung yesterday. We were just shipped Susan's company, and we hung one of her banners,
Yeah.
and it's probably about a 1/4 inch out of square. Susan goes, "It's fine." All I could focus on, all I could zap on is, God, that's crooked. God, that's crooked.
So you've got some OCD mixed in
Oh,
there
yeah,
too.
But I think a lot of ADHD
Yeah.
people have OCD situations.
No, so many of those conditions just run together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a cocktail of.
So we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're actually going to talk about something we need to talk about, and that's Sonda's business and why entrepreneurship is so vital and so important to every community and every community's bottom line when it comes to economics. We'll talk about that next. You're listening to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, Sonda Eunice, right here on 1370 AM, 93.6, 96.3. See, I did it right there.
Yes,
That's an
you did.
ADHD thing right there.
Yes, you did.
96.3 WOCA, the source.
Free classified.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Hey, you got to admit, nothing looks better than blooming, colorful flowers in the wintertime. And right now, you can take your pick from dozens of colorful winter hardy annuals. They'll keep your yard beautiful right into spring, just $1.99 each, or a flat of 12 for just $19.99. And yes, Bob had those super popular semi-dwarf, ever-blooming vivid azaleas. You got to see them, and they're just $3.99. There's a whole bunch of new hanging baskets. Buy one, get one at half price. Lots and lots of wintertime color here. And winter's a great time to plant trees. Remember, at Bob Wines, you buy a tree at Bob's super low price, and you get a second one just like it for half price. So come on out this week to Bob Wines Camellia Gardens. They're open from 9 to 4 on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, until 3 on Saturday. Come to this wonderful blooming place, Bob Wines. The same blooming place since 1952.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again. again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
AccuSleep offers a safe and effective medical option for those who suffer from sleep disorders of all kinds. AccuSleep makes restoring healthy sleep patterns possible. No medication, no surgery, just good sound sleep. Mend your sleep so you can stop counting sheep. Experience restorative sleep at AccuSleep, the acupuncture sleep clinic in Ocala by calling 352-615-5566.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner, and Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner, and Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner, and Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on Martin Luther King Day, national holiday, celebrating the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King, who actually was born 3 days, on the 16th? Yeah, 2 days ago on the 16th. But Ebenezer Baptist Church was his church that he was the pastor of in Atlanta. I've been to Ebenezer Baptist Church numerous times. It's a different feel when you walk into his church, because as a history guy, I look and I go, you know, Dr. King used to stand right there and give sermons on Sunday. So it's kind of a unique in the way it makes you feel when you go into that church and know that a man as great as Dr. King spoke from that lectern. Speaking of speaking, you do a lot of speaking.
I do.
Because you go to different networking events. You go to different events all over for networking. But you also have your own networking group. Tell us about that.
I am starting a networking group, and it's actually launching this week. So I'm very excited about it. And basically, it's going to be, just so much different networking, going on, because we're going to have a lot of different days, right? So we're just going to be as flexible as possible to give people different opportunities to network, because everyone has different schedules and it's hard for them to make it to, specific days.
I may not be able to make Tuesday mornings at 7:30.
Exactly. So we're doing Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
My Thursdays are actually my easiest days.
There we go, right? And also, you can pretty much go any day that you want. So if you want to go all 3 days, you're more than welcome to. If you want to stick to one day, you can do that. If you can make it 1 week and then not make it another, 2 weeks and come back on the 4th week, that's perfectly fine. So basically, you get out of it whatever you put into it, but we're going to be very flexible, and we're going to give, morning meetings where it's from 8:30 to 10:30, but if you're coming in at 9:30, you're not late, because we're just going to put you right in, and it's going to be just pretty much as laid back as we can possibly be, while still providing a structured environment and still encouraging people to send referrals, still showing them the best ways to network, right? The best ways to connect other people, how important it is to become a connector in the community, right? Especially a community such as ours, where all of the local business owners pretty much know each other at this point, right? So it's incredibly important to build those connections, to grow your personal brand as well as your business brand. And I truly feel, as a marketing consultant, that networking is the best way to get your business out there, and it's the most affordable way as well, right?
A success story of networking. Susan called me this morning. She said, I know you're about to go on the radio, but I just had a story that made my morning, so I want to tell you about it.
Yeah.
And I said, what is it? She said, I got to work this morning and got a phone call, got a message on Facebook, not a phone call, message on Facebook from a lady who asked what my hours were and if she could come by and bring me something to ship. And I go, well, that's great. She goes, no, you don't understand. She put out on Facebook, I need to ship some artwork. Who's the best person to use? Go.
Yeah.
And 30 comments said just shipped, Susan Kieran.
Isn't that amazing?
And that's because Susan goes and she works the network system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so 30 different people within minutes of this post going up referred Susan. And that's what you mean by networking.
Absolutely.
Is those kind of referrals.
Right.
I do it all the time. And people do it because it's easy to do. I see all the time, I got 5,000 Facebook friends, just like you do. Facebook says I got enough.
Right.
So now I had to start the page and everything. But I every day I see something. The other day, case in point, the other day somebody said, best places to get new tires. I need new tires, best places. Without even thinking about it, I'm just perusing Facebook. I put TP Tire. They got great, and I put, because I use them all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, shameless plug.
Yeah.
I use them all the time. They said, thank you for doing it. I don't know whether those people went there and bought the tires from there or not, but there were like 60 different places that everybody recommended.
Right.
Can they all be good? I don't know. Somebody thought they were good or they would have recommended them.
Right, exactly.
And that's the thing. You never know who's going to hear your message and who's then going to pass that message on. And word of mouth is a huge deal. Right.
And our community is really into recommendations on Facebook, because anytime that I post any post for recommendations, it blows up. People just want to share because they're supporting their friends. And so it's really, really encouraging to see that. And what a lot of people don't understand, they think, okay, well, I don't have time to network, I'm just going to do social media. It's not the same. You don't get the same kind of engagement if you're just doing social media, as opposed to if you're actually networking and then you're bringing those connections that you're making to social media, right? You're becoming friends with them on Facebook or whatever you're using. And then when you're posting things, those people who actually already know you are going to engage with your posts that much more. They're going to like it that much more because they know who you are, as opposed to just someone on Facebook, right?
You know that I started a company called Brick City Creative Group, which was a video production group. Video production, live streaming media. And I do the radio show. I'm out and about in the community. People know that, Tom without his flip-flops is a weird day if he's got shoes on stuff. But the brand that everybody, it never failed. Nobody walks up to me and says, hey, you're the video production guy from Brick City. Nobody goes, some people go, hey, you're Tom Schmitz with the flip-flops. Some people do that. But most, what most people know me as? Trivia guy.
There we go.
I'm Tom the trivia guy.
Right.
Because for 15 years I've hosted trivia all around town here.
Yeah.
And have been voted best of the best a couple times at Trivia Guy.
That's
at trivia
cool.
hosting.
Right.
And so even though I don't network as the trivia guy, other people network me as the trivia guy.
Right.
Because people walk up and say, "You're Tom the trivia guy."
That's so cool. And that's because you have already been out here, right? You've gotten the exposure. People have seen you over and over again. So that's what now they associate you with, right? So that's exactly the whole point, right? It's just about being there and people seeing you regularly, and now it just builds trust. Right. So, and with my networking group, what I really want to do, and I have an amazing board of superstars, of networkers that, you know, just are just as passionate about networking as you and I are, right? So I'm really, really excited about bringing all of our networks together, right? And then also, me personally, as well as most people on the board, are a part of so many different networking organizations as well, right? So the Ocala CEP, I'm such a big proponent. The Ocala Hospitality Group, right? The Hispanic Business Council. I just joined BNI, which has been amazing. You know, so many Toastmasters, right? So all of these different groups, the Stiletto Network, right? So these are groups that we will also encourage our members to join. And what we're actually doing is we're giving members of those groups a 20% discount on our memberships. Because the more that they network, the more referrals and other members that they can bring to our group, right?
That's like like Joe Martoma, the Ocala Business Leaders.
Yeah, you know, exactly. That's another great group.
That's another great group. There are so many groups, and it's to your advantage to be in more than one of them.
Exactly.
That's what people don't understand. They think, oh, we just joined BNI, we're good. You are good in BNI. But you'd be better if you were in BNI, Ocala Business Leaders, and the Stiletto Group. You know, you'd be, because you're three that way.
Truly want to encourage people, and that's another thing, is that yes, we're going to be doing networking, but we're also going to be educating people on how to network, right, as well as marketing. This, you know, group is led by a marketing agency, so we're also going to have teachable moments where, okay, yes, you're networking, but also what is the best way to do your networking? How do you best portray your company, right? How do you get the best results so that the time that you're spending networking is actually as effective and productive as it can possibly be, right?
So when does this kick off? When's your first meeting?
So on the 19th, which is tomorrow, we have our first Zoom meeting where people can just join. It's going to be at 9:30. I'm going to be posting all the information. Well, actually, people can see the information on my website for all the upcoming events. But just to run through, 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, we're doing our Zoom where we're just going to explain everything that we've got planned. And then on Thursday and Friday this week, we're already going to start our morning meetings where we're going to be at the Spring Hill Inn and Suites, which is an amazing hotel right by Sam's Club. We're going to be there 8:30 to 10:30 in the morning. And people can see all of our upcoming events on lms-plus.com. /LMS/LMS-group.
Hey, hold that. We'll come back and give you a better opportunity. Hold that. We'll be right back.
USA Radio News with Lance Pride.
As Inauguration Day approaches, what do we know about the 25,000 National Guardsmen and women? That's the FBI thoughts as the FBI is vetting every National Guard member stationed in the nation's capital. The FBI began screening the National Guard troops upon their arrival to D.C. over a week ago. In addition to the review, Guard members are also receiving training to detect potential insider threats. Two separate migrant caravans of about 5,000 people are moving from Honduras toward the U.S. border, calling on incoming Biden administration to honor their commitment and open up the border. A Biden transition official, however, warned migrants against coming to the United States, saying now is not the time to make the journey. The National Park Service is reporting a San Jose man remained missing on Monday after he was swept out to sea off the point Bonita Lighthouse Trail near the San Francisco Bay entrance. Known as King Tides, heavy surf will continue for the next couple of days. USA Radio News.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
800-871-3291. 800-871-3291. Again, that's 800-871-3291.
Happy with your smile? You don't have to be. Thousands of people have...
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck. Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America. Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Hey, the best deals of this new year are waiting for you right now at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Do you need proof? Well, how about this? It's camellia time. And Bob Wines has them by the hundreds. No, by the thousands. Starting with his famous budded and blooming heirloom camellias. They start at just $9.99. And yes, those shade-loving Super Japonica camellias, they're beginning to bloom right now, and they're just $19.99. And yes, it's time to plant trees, and Bob Wines has a super selection. They're all low-priced shade trees. You buy one, you get one at half price. The same is true for citrus trees. Buy one, get one at half price. So start your year right with a wonderful visit to this 5-acre garden. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. They're on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala, away from all the traffic, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person, it's Tom Schmidt.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. Tom Schmidt, Sonda Eunice. Sonda, before we get back to you, I just have to say that I was just given the exact name of the trails that come out of jets. They're called vapor trails.
There we go.
I was not aware of that they had that name, but that's what they're called, vapor trails.
It's a very cool name.
Ray sent me that information on text message.
Yeah.
Ray is a faithful listener. He listens every day down in Northport, Florida.
Well, that's nice.
But Ray's more important to me than just a listener.
Mm-hmm.
Susan's dad.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah. Ray's a good guy. Veteran.
Yeah.
Thanks for his service. He sacrificed to give his service to his country. So thanks, Ray.
And he made Susan.
And he made Susan. Well, Nana had something to do with that, too.
I'm assuming. Something.
So give everybody, because if they want to be interested in networking, we kind of got you rushed there.
Sorry.
Tell
yes.
people how they can get involved, where it's going to Zoom. It's going to be on Zoom tomorrow, discussing details and everything.
Yeah.
But then your first actual in-person meetings will be Thursday and Friday.
This Thursday and this Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 10:30 a.m. and you can come at any time during those 2 hours. We're going to be at the Spring Hill Inn and Suites, which is right next to Sam's Club here in Ocala. And then after
I
that,
know that is, yeah.
It's such a great hotel and amazing people manage it. And then after that, we're going to be there, Spring Hill Inn and Suites, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 8:30 to 10:30. So people can join us anytime. Breakfast is being catered by Decora Catering.
Oh, yeah.
They're amazing. They were a guest here on our show a few
Let me tell you
weeks
something.
ago.
Susan and I last week had Decora, where I had the shrimp and mofongo, and Susan had the pork and mofongo.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, we are so lucky to have them. They're going to be catering, gracious enough to cater every single morning that we're going to be doing these events. So I'm super excited about that. And then we will also have our official group launch party live at the Ocala Downtown Market on January 29th, which is next Friday. We're going to be there from 5 to 8 o'clock, and it's going to be super fun. We're going to have food. We're going to have drinks. Fish Hawk Distillery is actually going to be setting up, and they are amazing. So it's going to be really, really cool. Everyone is welcome to join all of our events this month. And then actual official memberships will begin February 1st. We have monthly memberships and we have yearly memberships. So again, very flexible. And then, we are also going to have a special, which is if anyone signs on before the 25th of this month as a member for February, they are actually going to get a free vendor booth at our group launch.
Oh, very good.
So that's going to be very cool. And we are going to be doing these large events either monthly or bi-monthly, where all of our members will also have the chance to set up vendor booths. So it's going to be just a great way for them to keep getting more and more exposure.
Somebody, I'm not going to say who needs to, but somebody needs to make sure I get a Decor breakfast every now and then, because I'm on the air. I can't come to these events.
Well, we're 5 minutes away, so we will take care of you.
But I want some of those breakfast. I want some breakfast.
How about this? We'll get you all the leftovers every morning.
I'm okay with that.
There we go.
I'm okay with that.
But yeah, so I'm just super excited about all of this.
And they can find all this information on your social media
So,
places and your website. Tell
They
us
can
that.
go to my website, which is www.lms, as in Leading Marketing Solutions, +plus.com. And then just click on upcoming events, and we've got everything listed out. Or you can always find me on Facebook, Sonda Eunice, SONDAEUNUS, or follow our page on Facebook, which is Leading Marketing Solutions.
Sonda Eunice joining us every Monday. Thanks for coming in. And hey, by the way, if you want to be spotlighted, you want your business to be spotlighted during the hour that Sonda and Tom are together on Mondays, also reach out to Sonda on those platforms she just told you about.
Yes.
And she'll tell you about an incredible deal. Actually, probably the most affordable advertising dollar you'll spend.
I think so. And it's something where we're on the air here, but then we're also streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube.
And YouTube, right.
So, and then we share it on all of our social media platforms. So it's a lot of exposure that you're getting for an affordable price.
For a very
affordable price.
Almost criminal how little you pay.
Yes.
I mean, I literally, if it was me, I know you and Joe Martone worked this out, I would have both of you arrested for theft.
Well, I'm lucky I haven't been arrested yet.
Well, Joe Martone owns the place. If he wants to create this kind of great deal for people,
right?
More power to him. He owns
It's an
the
amazing
place.
opportunity. So yeah, if anyone is interested in getting more exposure locally, digitally, then definitely reach out to me.
10 minutes or 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And plus, it comes with commercials that are aired before the show, so that you get additional exposure for your show as well as just in general. So
have a great week.
Thank you. You too.
I'll see you, I'm sure, numerous times before the end of the week.
I will be bringing you breakfast, Tom.
Although it is my anniversary week, so I got a lot going on.
It's my birthday week.
Oh, it's your birthday week too. There you go. Well, happy birthday. If I don't see, when is your birthday?
Friday.
Well, I'll see you before Friday. Thanks.
Bye.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this short timeout. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get Joe Martone, see if he's in the building somewhere. There he is, staring at me through the doorway right now. Get Joe Martone after the break to come in and tell us where he's been lazily hanging out. He hadn't done anything in a month. Man doesn't work anymore. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hi, this is Brittany from Mike Scott Plumbing. I wanted to take a moment to let you know that during these tough times, Mike Scott Plumbing is still here, ready to help you in every way we can. We know life doesn't just stop, and when it breaks, we know your plumbing doesn't just magically start working again. Mike Scott Plumbing is taking every precaution to ensure your safety by following and exceeding all the guidelines set forth by the CDC for COVID-19, as well as local districts. As an essential business, we are operating at full capacity to ensure we get your problem solved day, night, or weekends. We're all in this together. We hope you are all staying safe during these trying times. And remember, if water runs through it, we do it. 866-314-4443. Call day or night. That number again is 866-314-4443. Mike Scott Plumbing.
Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's internet marketplace. But there's something you might not know. I'm Michael Warren, president of USA for Sale. We created Ocala for Sale in 1998 with a passion to connect buyers and sellers and to help local businesses reach shoppers online. On Ocala for Sale, you're just a click away from thousands of deals for real estate, rentals, cars, furniture, appliances, horses, pets, and more. Looking for a job? Our Help Wanted section is booming. Shopping the villages and beyond? Now you'll find great deals on villages for sale, as well as our new statewide classified, Florida for Sale. Log on today and post your free classified. You'll reach thousands of shoppers who check our listings every day. Are you a business looking to get a corner on the internet marketplace? USA for Sale can help you reach your target audience in Ocala, the villages, and statewide. There's no better place to reach shoppers than right where they shop. Let us show you how. Learn more by calling 352-629-1663 or visit us online at usaforsale.com.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first Wednesday of each month at 9:30 to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
Hey, you got to admit, nothing looks better than blooming, colorful flowers in the wintertime. And right now, you can take your pick from dozens of colorful winter hardy annuals. They'll keep your yard beautiful right into spring, just $1.99 each, or a flat of 12 for just $19.99. And yes, Bob had those super popular semi-dwarf, ever-blooming vivid azaleas. You got to see them, and they're just $3.99. There's a whole bunch of new hanging baskets. Buy one, get one at half price. Lots and lots of wintertime color here. And winter's a great time to plant trees. Remember, at Bob Wines, you buy a tree at Bob's super low price, and you get a second one just like it for half price. So come on out this week to Bob Wines Camellia Gardens. They're open from 9 to 4 on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, until 3 on Saturday. Come to this wonderful blooming place, Bob Wines. The same blooming place since 1952.
What you need is RoofMax. RoofMax is a revolutionary green roofing solution that can save you $10,000 or more by greatly extending the life of your existing roof. Here's how it works. Asphalt roof shingles have essential oils to keep them flexible and waterproof. Over time, this oil dries out, causing your roof to become brittle and slowly break apart. A RoofMax treatment saturates your roof with millions of microbeads, restoring flexibility and continued waterproof protection. It's like a skin moisturizer for asphalt shingles. RoofMax treatments are guaranteed for 5 years, and repeating treatments can extend your roof's life for up to 15 years for a fraction of the cost of replacement. RoofMax uses satellite measurement software to provide a hassle-free, contact-free price quote over the phone in under 5 minutes. No in-person house call required. Get your instant quote by calling 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmidt.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt on a Monday. It is Inauguration Week. We will inaugurate a new president and vice president on Wednesday, January 20th, per the Constitution of the United States. And whether you agree with Joe Biden as the president-elect and Kamala Harris as the vice president-elect or not, they're going to be president and vice president on Wednesday. I saw a sign the other day in a yard with some Trump signs, and then a sign that said, Biden is not my president. Yes, he is. Yes, he will be. Just as the Democrats, the liberals were wrong when they said, Donald Trump's not my president. Yes, he is. Number 45 on the list. Donald Trump was your president. Look, I didn't agree with Barack Obama at all. For 8 years, I thought the ideology of this country was skewed, was in a terrible shape. But he was still president of the United States. I think that there's going to be a mass, and you've already seen it with the Guatemalans and all and the Hondurans that are coming towards the country, coming through Mexico, headed to the border. I think that's a huge mistake. But I think they're expecting the borders to be opened up by Joe Biden. I don't agree with that ideology. But he is president. He will be president of the United States. You know, half the country usually is not happy with the ideology of the person in charge. But that's the system we have. So for people to put signs out, he's not my president. Yes, he is. For good, bad, indifferent, worse, whatever you want to say, in 2 days, Donald Trump will no longer be president, and Joe Biden then will assume the office of the presidency of the United States. I don't like the man's ideology, but I have a respect for the office of president. No matter who's in the office, I have a respect for the office of president. And that's going to be Joe Biden on Wednesday. Just as I have respect for the owner of this radio station, Dan Martone. Oh, wait. Oh, Sonda, your tripod is still in here, Sonda. Did she hear me?
She said.
Oh, it's okay. Wonderful. All right. Well,
never mind. She changed her mind.
She's coming back to get it now.
A woman can change her mind.
At any time.
When she wants to.
Anytime.
If she changes her mind about changing her mind, that's fine with me, too.
So...
Do you want it? No, yes. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Is it Sunday? Yes. Is it Monday? She doesn't care.
There she's back. She come got it, yeah.
That's took care of that.
So, Joe Martone, first time he's been on the airwaves with me in a month. And I tell you what, you said that at the last month that you were going to take a month because you had stuff to do around the house, you had projects you needed to get caught up on, and you needed to recharge your batteries and everything. You probably should have been here with as much work as you had to do during the month you were off.
I don't even want to talk about it. I was here. I was just behind the scenes.
Yeah, I saw you a couple times poke your head into the radio station.
There you go.
You were here, but you took time off to catch up on projects at home. You ended up working more at home than you do here at the radio station.
It didn't work. I now have room to park my car in the garage, but that's about as far as I can.
So you didn't get the garage project all the way done yet?
No. Well, I know Vets Helping Vets is going to get a lot of donations. Hospice is going to get a lot of donations. I might have one heck of a yard sale. I don't know. It's either that or the garbage. But
So you're getting rid of your junk. I meant stuff. You're getting rid of your stuff.
Yeah, men have stuff. Hoarders have junk. So I have stuff. I'm not a hoarder. That's the whole. That's the whole thing. I have stuff.
You can walk through your house. There's not walkways of stuff.
Oh, no.
Your
House and garage are different. Totally different. House is nice. House is nice. Garage. No, now I can walk through the garage. No problem.
You can walk through the garage.
Oh, yeah. I can even stretch my arms out now.
So did you take in some of this nice weather? Because there were a couple days that were in the 60s. You probably got on the open road with that motorcycle and just went exploring.
I didn't have time. I didn't have time.
Okay, Joe.
Sunday when I came in, it was 31 degrees. I don't want to talk about it.
Joe.
What?
When people take time off to recharge their batteries.
Yeah, I know.
They usually do things like getting on their motorcycle and enjoying You got this whole time off thing backwards.
Well, you see, Tom, with the Florida weather, I can work in the garage when it's 50 degrees and get things done. When it's 88 and 90 degrees, I don't sit my butt in the garage for more than 20 minutes. Now I can do it for 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 hours and still have some energy left. That's the difference so it's do that or go for a nice ride.
I'm going for a ride every time.
Well, I'm going to go for a ride eventually, but yeah. So we've got about another month and a half of this weather.
You mean the weather where you can experience all 4 seasons in one day?
Just about. Well, no.
You wake up, it's wintertime.
What's the highs today going to be?
Today,
61?
60.
All right.
Yeah.
But we started at 39.
Right. Well, you woke up in wintertime.
That's not wintertime.
But you get to
39 degrees is not wintertime.
It's wintertime for Floridians.
No, it's not wintertime. Wintertime. Now, when I woke up Sunday to come in here, it was 31 degrees.
That's cold.
That's freezing.
Tonight it's supposed to be a hard freeze from 2 o'clock till 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. The National Weather Service has put out a hard freeze warning for western Marion County, which they may extend for all of Marion County by the end of the day.
And a little breeze. Oh, that's it.
And you know the plants, the outside plants you have to cover.
Nah,
they don't know what they're doing right now because you covered them, you uncovered them, you covered them, you uncovered them, cover them, you uncovered them.
I plugged in my diesel truck. It's plugged in, so it'll stay plugged in until all this frost and freeze and stuff. So it warms the block up.
Right,
keeps the block warm. So
yeah, because you got to do that.
Well, if I need the truck. Now, if I don't need it, I don't have to plug it in. But I've been using it to go to the dump. So
you have a good Christmas?
I seen snow where I was.
So you didn't stay in Florida for Christmas? Then.
No, I did not stay in Florida for Christmas. I was gone.
I suspect you probably went to that Kakalaki place.
I have no idea what Kakalaki is.
North Kakalaki instead of South Kakalaki. You probably were in North Kakalaki
you're close. Yeah.
For those that don't know, I mean Carolina.
Yeah, about 650 miles from here. Yeah.
You know what?
I've seen snow.
I miss
snow on Christmas.
I miss just the aspect of how it looks when you wake up and there's a fresh blanket of snow on the ground.
When was Christmas this year? What day?
Friday.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Didn't have to go anywhere. Looked out the window and.
Yeah, I remember a couple Christmas, but
But I drove my truck, so I had 4-wheel drive.
my passion for snow only lasts about 10 minutes,
and then
I remember what it's really like living in it,
shoveling the snow.
You know, then I'm glad that I live back in Florida now.
I tell you,
and don't get me wrong, 5.5 years of my life. 5.5 of the best years. I had a great time living in Avery County, North Carolina, Linville, Boone, that area, up in the mountains.
Boone gets more snow than they do in Asheville.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Boone, I mean, the reason I left, started snowing one day.
Yeah.
24 hours later, we had 28 inches of snow.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever you get almost 2.5 foot of snow and you're from South Georgia or North Florida,
you're in shock.
It's time to go home.
You're in shock.
Although I had a basset hound, a lady girl. My lady basset hound, I got a new basset hound, by the way, now. But lady girl, the first time she ever saw snow, She ran off the front porch and boom,
you didn't see her,
in a
did
deep
you?
gap. She dropped and disappeared.
Of course.
She come back out of that snow, come back up on the porch, look right in my eye as she squatted to do her business on the welcome mat. Like, you going to put me out there and not tell me that there's snow and I sink in it? I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And then you couldn't get her. She would go and she'd put her paw, and if it felt like snow, she wouldn't come off the porch. I had scarred her.
Yeah, dummy.
What I thought was fun to watch, she was not happy with.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I
And
would be
then
happy with you.
she told me it, looking me right in the eye, and she did her business. And you better not raise your voice at me because you sent me out there in that snow.
Yeah,
So, but now
it
you-
does snow. It
Now
does.
you're back in the chair of running the radio station. We got a lot of stuff to look forward to in 2021. We got, a year of me on the radio. You got that to look forward to, and then there's a year of me on the radio.
There
You
you
got to
go,
look forward to.
Yeah. there's a lot.
Although-
we won't even talk politics. No.
Although I think that you would rather deal with me on the radio than when I'm not on the radio and I'm in your office bothering you and stuff like that.
There's a difference.
Well,
Well, you don't swear on the radio. Thank you.
by the way, anybody that has any complaints about this radio program, Tom@WOCA.com. Don't bother Joe.
No.
Okay?
Please don't bother.
No bother Joe.
Don't bother.
Tom@WOCA.com.
But yeah, 60 degrees, but yeah, the hard freeze tonight again. I'll go on the motorcycle. It's 55, 56 degrees and up. I'll go on the motorcycle.
Right, but you leather up good and everything. So
Well, I don't have leather anymore. It's
Oh,
so
you don't?
little.
Oh, you didn't?
I did have leather for when I lived up north for when we moved down. So when we moved down there, it was too dang hot for the leather. We sold the leather right away. And now we have, but I have coats that'll keep me warm, so there's no problem.
You just get out on the open road and go.
Yeah, and go. I have what they call frog togs, which is an outfit you put on over your clothes, and they look like surgical gowns.
Right.
Basically, surgical scrubs. That's
Right.
the word I was looking for. And they're waterproof.
Oh.
They're water. I mean, they're thin.
And they're called frog togs.
Frog togs, and they're waterproof.
Where do you get these at?
Online, you can pick them up anywhere. They never used to be online. It used to be
Because that sounds like it'd be great to play golf in the rain, too.
Yep. They're perfect. They come with little hoodies and everything.
Yeah.
Zip right up. I mean, if you do it right, you will not get wet. And I do it right. So, and it also, let's see, one year I was going up to Mount Mitchell in North Carolina, 6,600 some odd feet up there.
The highest elevation on the eastern seaboard.
East of the Mississippi, that's right. I ride my motorcycle up there whenever I have it up there every time. And I went up and I wore pants, but regular pants. I didn't have my dungarees.
Right.
And the wind went right through them. I mean, I went, oh. So I pulled off. I had them. I put them on. Fine. It cut the wind nice.
Great windbreaker.
Windbreakers.
Wow.
I mean, it's a good. I've got two sets.
Joe Martone advertising for somebody that's not paying him any money. That's different.
That's different.
That's different.
But maybe they will now. Because when you go to buy one of those sets, tell them that you heard it on WOCA and that they should market with us. There we go.
So
along with every other place you go to.
We got to go to break, but you missed a month's worth of great dumb crooks. I know you love dumb crooks. I know you.
Here's a news flash. I was listening.
Oh, I'm sure you were. Joe, you got things you got to do. I know, but thanks for coming in and keeping us, bringing us up to date on where you were.
What I did, you will never know, but where I was, yes.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
The Secret Service is in charge of event security at Biden's inauguration, but there is a wide variety of military and law enforcement personnel involved, ranging from the National Guard to the FBI to DCPD, U.S. Capitol Police, U.S. Park Police. About 25,000 members of the National Guard are being vetted by the Federal Bureau of Investigation since arriving last week. Expecting open borders as promised by President-elect Joe Biden, several caravans numbering in the thousands are on their way to the United States from South America. Biden transition officials tell migrant caravans now is not the time to come to the U.S. Chinese state media is reporting 12 out of the 22 workers trapped for a week in an explosion in a gold mine are alive, as hundreds of rescuers seek to bring them to safety. The Xinhua news agency said Monday a note passed through a rescue shaft Sunday night is giving rescuers hope. USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
I had begun to notice after 10 days with Balance of Nature, I felt better, more energetic, and believe me, for me, that's something because I have energy anyway, but as old as I am, that was really something to start really noticing. You know, we're all responsible for choosing what our attitudes are, but I had a better mental outlook. I mean, I always try to be positive, but there were subtle things in me that I began to notice. I just felt a difference with this.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code USA.
A lot of politics this week in D.C. USA Radio News, Jeremy.
Ground cover that stays green in the winter. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us.
All of us.
You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food.
You're going to need our determination, our compassion.
You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring.
And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Today, 4-H is growing the next generation of leaders. Support us at 4h.org.
Whether at your local green market, corner grocery store, or neighborhood restaurant, you're supporting your community when you buy local.
Food grown right here by Florida farmers doesn't need to be shipped this far.
That saves fuel and cuts emissions.
Buying local is more than just supporting area businesses and growers.
It's buying fresh, wholesome, and delicious food for your family.
Products you trust from people you trust.
Fresh from Florida.
Good for the environment.
Good for the economy.
Good for you.
Not all ground covers are green in winter. Some have burgundy, yellow, or variegated colors. But these low-growing plants won't quit when the mercury drops. Although deer will eat almost any plant if they're hungry, they tend to leave Celtic Pride Siberian cypress alone. Brass buckle is a dwarf Japanese holly with glossy yellow-green foliage that stays colorful all year. White album unimus covers the ground with mounds of low-growing evergreen leaves all winter. Ground covers don't just provide color and interest in the wintertime, they can also help control erosion and suppress weeds that try to sprout when the weather warms up. Creeping thyme is rugged enough to walk on and releases a pleasant scent when crushed. Old-fashioned candy tuft snowflake stays green all winter. In spring, a carpet of low-growing white flowers appear. And slow-growing, no-mowing, dwarf mondo grass is a tough, evergreen ground cover that tolerates shade and needs little water. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have increasing amounts of sunshine today with a high of 66 to 71, then clear and chilly this evening, low tonight 40 to 49. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, high Tuesday 68 to 71, then Wednesday and Thursday both will be nice days, sunshine mixing with some clouds, high Wednesday 70 to 73, high Thursday 73 to 75. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club-style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in Anne Arundel, Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Monday morning.
Monday.
Celebration of the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
MLK
Jr. You were in your late teens in 1968 when Dr. King was assassinated.
Correct.
How big a news story was that?
Big.
It was huge.
Oh yeah.
Robert Kennedy was killed same year.
Yep.
Both of them equally as big.
Oh yeah. It was all on the news, all over the place, and yeah.
Now you grew up in Connecticut.
Correct.
You grew up in the Northeast. You saw nightly on TV what was happening in Alabama and Mississippi and stuff like that.
Definitely. Yeah.
What was the thoughts of you and your friends and your compatriots up there when you watched what was happening in the South?
Disbelief. I guess that's the word I would use. Disbelief is why? Why are because of the color of your skin? No, I think that's wrong. That's 100% wrong. You shouldn't. For your actions, yes. For the color of your skin, no. And I grew up, I was never prejudiced. I grew up in
there wasn't whites only and blacks only fountains in Connecticut and stuff like that.
No. I never heard of it till later on in life. And I said, say what? Say what? It's just skin color. If I stab you, you stab me, guess what? We bleed red.
And it's just pigmentation because of where your origins are from.
Right.
It's able to deal with the sun better.
That's all. That's all it is. It's just pigmentation.
It's pigmentation to help
it's what's happening.
Not burn up in the sun near the equator.
That's right. It's what's between your ears that, let the gray matter work. We all have the gray matter. It depends how you want to make it work. And I never grew up prejudiced or anything, and I was in shock, total shock of say what?
I mean, y'all saw vividly on TV the fire hoses and the German shepherds being
the whole
sent on attacks and everything.
The whole 10 yards. I was sitting there going, say what?
And the country at the time, that's how you know this country's so resilient. Is people are so worried about the incoming president's platform and everything. People forget in 1968, you had a presidential election going on with Hubert Humphrey and Richard Nixon. But not only did you have the civil rights movement going on and Dr. Martin Luther King get assassinated, Robert Kennedy get assassinated, you also had Vietnam going on.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot going on that was a lot worse than what we're facing right now.
I remember in high school, I was in high school, and there was all the kids of color, and to this day I don't know what they were protesting. But they all got out of high school, and they're all standing in front of the windows in front of the high school, and they're marching, blah, blah, blah. They're back and forth, and they're hollering. So I just walked up to the window, and I just looked. I was wondering what's going on. And one of my teachers says, what are you doing? I said, I'm just looking. Get away from the window. Because they were going to start throwing things at me because of the color of my skin. And I did not understand. I'm in high school now, and I still did not understand why, if they're protesting, that's fine for what they wanted to protest for. But why are they coming after me? I had nothing to do with their ancestors. I had nothing to do with what they were protesting with. I was just a boy in high school watching this go down.
Right.
And I'm going, okay, all right, let me try to understand this. So I was looking. No, you got to get away from the window.
Yeah, the summer of '68 had a lot of riots.
Oh, yeah.
That culminated with the riots in Chicago from the way the Democratic Party, by the way, treated the yippies and the people that were against the Vietnam War, plus people who were looking for racial equality. You remember Mr. Daley, the mayor of Chicago, turned the police force and all out on protesters because Democratic National Convention was being held in Chicago, and he wasn't going to have unruly crowds, so he sent the police to beat them up.
Took care of that.
So
and that took care of that.
But that was where we were, and we were in turmoil for a while in this country during that time. This was not something that was a few months.
No, it wasn't overnight.
Years.
It kept going. It kept, and all the veterans they come back. They come back to a parade like World War II, World War I, Korean. Nothing. We came back to nothing.
You see people now, when a veteran comes walking through the airport, I've literally seen people clap and applaud them.
I thank a veteran when I see him.
My uncle, who was young enough, my dad was too old to have been in Vietnam, but my uncle, I had an uncle who went to Vietnam. He literally A girl walked up to him, a college-age girl, 19, 20 years old, screamed at him, baby killer, and spit on him as he was walking through the airport in Jacksonville. And that's how a lot of people coming back from Vietnam were treated. And you were just doing the duty. You raise your hand, you swear to uphold the Constitution, and if a commanding officer tells you to do something, that's what you did. You didn't go to war in Vietnam because you thought it was a good cause or a bad cause. You went because your commanding officer said, load up on the plane, you're going, or load up on the ship, you're going.
Yeah, that was a lottery, lottery. Yeah. And if your number was called and it was low enough, you were drafted.
Civilians sent the military to war.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, we got a caller. Hi, caller. Who's this?
You're live on the air. Talk to us. This is WOCA.
Yes. I thought of a cute little song for our new president, Mr. President Biden.
Wait, make sure the recording's going. Go ahead. We got you.
Go ahead. We're recording now.
Yeah, the old Perry Como song, What Did Della Wear?
What did Delaware? Oh, I see, because he's from Delaware. See?
Yeah.
I see what you're doing there, Jim.
Not offensive. It's just a cute little song.
By the way, Jim, I want to give you a kudos again. A week ago, my girlfriend made me breakfast of jalapeno Spam with scrambled eggs. She used half the can. This morning, I woke up this morning. Fresh piping hot plate of scrambled eggs and jalapeno Spam again, as she used the other half of the can.
So you might actually buy some now.
As long as I got you bringing me cans, why would I buy them? Thanks, Jim.
Okay. Have a good morning.
Now, did the Spam come with the jalapenos in it?
Oh yeah. Jim Pinto.
What happened? You killed something there. You were nice and loud a minute ago.
Well, I should be.
Well, there you go. Now you're back.
Should be now,
okay.
Nice and loud.
Well, yeah.
But Jim brings me, and he's done it for years. He every 4 or 5 months he'll bring me a can of jalapeno Spam
with jalapenos in it.
It's really good.
Well, if you're into jalapenos, I'm not into.
You're not. You don't like the spice. I know.
Well, I like spice. I don't like spicy.
Right.
You
like black pepper, nutmeg, stuff like that. You just don't like jalapenos, ghost peppers, stuff like that.
No, and no. I went to 2 Mexican restaurants last week in the area, and what did I order? Fajitas, steak fajitas.
That's kind of bland.
No, not with all the stuff that comes with it.
Like you get the chili relleno, which is the stuffed pepper. Oh,
those might be good too.
Pepper,
but I like what I like.
Oh, yeah.
So I went to one restaurant and I said I want steak fajitas. Okay, and I know how much you get and everything. I looked at bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, gone. I went to a different restaurant. I ordered the same plate. It was good, but not as much as the other one was.
Right.
I said, okay, why? Okay, different restaurant.
Well, that's what I do. I gauge some of my favorite restaurants. The food's good, but the portion sizes are better.
And the price. Let's face it. The price is a factor also. So you got price, quality, and quantity, and I like my fajitas. I like my steak fajitas when I bring it out and
oh yeah. See, and I'm a big combination guy. I like if I go to a place and they have you can get chicken fajitas.
Oh yeah.
Steak fajitas
or
shrimp fajitas.
I haven't had the.
I get the combination where I get all 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't do the shrimp. I'm not a big seafood man.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of shrimp. Huge.
Well, if it's done right, yeah. I grew up having shrimp cocktail.
Joe, I can't believe you
in a little jar.
What about scampi? You like shrimp scampi and stuff, don't you?
Growing up, I ate everything. Growing up, an Italian family, my dad used to go and snails.
I love escargot.
Escargot, okay, fancy name for snails. Yeah. He used to go to the and buy them at the market. Come home in the yard. This big, I guess, a 10-gallon, whatever, threw it on a charcoal grill, fired it up, threw the snails in there. The snails we're cooking. While they're cooking, he had next to it another charcoal grill with another big pot with sauce brewing in it. And the sauce is cooking, and the tomato paste, and it's bubbling away, and then it starts boiling. Then this escargot, as you say, the snails, you get them out of there, cool them down just enough so you can grab them, scoop them out, chop them in threes, throw them in. Chop them in threes, throw them in. Now all this snail meat and everything's inside this sauce, and it's absorbing. It's absorbing the taste of the sauce.
Right.
And it was like, Now, I went to a place in Ocala, which will be unmentioned, but it's all Italian, and they had sausage, and they ran out of pepper, so it was sausage and onions.
Sausage.
And sausage on. And a big sub. And the sub, I think, was $8 or something. But it was a sub. It wasn't a sub. It was a sub.
Right.
And the taste was like, oh. And then another one was a meatball sub. And it wasn't meatball sub. It was a meatball sub, you know, with the sauce on it and everything. And then you got, of course, you had to have dessert, so cannoli. And then strudel. It looks like a seashell, crispy on the outside. With and then if you buy so much, they give you a loaf of Italian bread free, or if they get a choice.
Okay, off the air, you need to tell me where this place is.
Oh yeah, I will. I will. And
that sounds right up my alley.
Oh yeah, but and if you're in a rush, don't go there, because she likes to talk. You talk to her. I mean, it's a family-run business. Been there for years.
Yeah, but if you're going to a real Italian place, it's the experience. It's not really the food is part of the experience, but you go to an actual Italian supper club or eat an Italian meal, as well as I do.
Oh yeah, 4 hours.
Could be 4 hours.
Oh, and more.
4 bottles of wine, 6 courses.
Oh, only 6? Oh, what? You got a diet?
Yeah, exactly. And then now, are you a cannoli guy or are you a tiramisu guy?
Cannoli.
Yeah, me too.
I like cannoli.
I mean, tiramisu's good.
Yeah.
But you get a good cannoli.
And they have good cannolis.
And you remember the good cannolis.
You always do.
Always.
And there's the good cannolis. And you see, and in the showcase, they have the cannoli shells only. And then when you order, then
they put the mascarpone in later.
They put it in with the little. Oh yeah, shop. You get me hungry.
Yeah. See. Well,
and then they're making.
Claw Mamas did that. Got me hungry early.
There you go. Yeah. Then the meat pie. They have the meat pie and the regatta pie. I was supposed to go back Thursday. I couldn't make it. I ran out of time to do things, so I have to stop by. They're only open to like 11 to 3 or something. That was it, 11 to 3, 11 to 4. The doors are only open that much. That's it.
Is it here in Ocala?
Oh yeah. I'll tell you off the air.
I think I know where it is. I think I may know where it is.
Well, good, but we'll say it off.
It's off the Lake Weir extension.
No.
Oh, okay, well then I don't know where it is. We'll find out. I'll find out off the air because
they were on the air last year with us. We gave gift certificates away. We had
I always like good Italian. I won't say with the restaurant. My buddy Mike runs a pretty good Italian.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. Been there. I know Mike. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Pie is extraordinary.
They don't have. Well, yeah, the pizza pie.
Pizza pie.
Abitz.
Yeah.
Abitz. It's AH-BEETZ. Abitz.
And you can't argue with Joe because he's from the town that Pepe's is in, and Pepe's is every year almost
number
one or two best pizza place in the entire country.
There's a cutie. They have in Connecticut. They have the new 3 branches of government: Pepe's, Abitz, Sally's Abitz, and Modern Abitz.
Exactly.
Those are the 3. I looked up.
I've eaten at Pepe's.
Have you eaten at Pepe's?
Oh, I made a pilgrimage. Remember, I was in the pizza business for a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you're in the pizza business,
and you don't go to Pepe's,
knows Pepe's.
Yeah, if you don't go to Pepe's, then you were never in the pizza business. Abitz, not pizza. Abitz.
Right, Abitz. If you're somebody out there listening right now and go, well, Tom, I've been to Ray's in New York. No. Okay, Ray's Pizza in New York. I know it's like a big deal. It's not. No. You have not. You go to Pepe's and take one bite of pie, and it's like you've been into heaven.
I can taste it now. I can taste it. My head's going. That's what it tastes like. Yeah.
Fold that, and see, I just get the cheese slice.
You get anything.
I don't get anything on it. I don't get just the cheese, and you fold it in half, and you hold it,
and it stays.
But the grease just.
That's not grease. That's seasoning.
Exactly. But
when women go there, they say, "Oh, you got nice new lip gloss." She says, "No, I just ate at Pepe's." That's right. There are 2 or 3 restaurants in Florida, and they New Haven style pizza. There's Nicky's, and I can't think of the other one. But I was gonna take Stuart or Stuart Struat or something. Florida, way down
Florida,
towards Miami.
Right, yeah. Stuart, Florida's past Cape Canaveral and everything.
Yeah, that's like 4 hours from here. Yeah. Or one's 3 hours, the other one's 4 hours. But it says Nicky's or Nick's New Haven style pizza, and the other one says whatever New Haven style pizza.
Right.
I said, can't find nobody closer.
Yeah.
But again, people pilgrimage.
Take pilgrimage, yeah.
Pilgrimage to it. I'm thinking, motorcycle ride.
Yeah, I
is it worth it?
literally took one of my summer vacations. We went to New York City, and while we're in New York City, one of the things it is, I drove over to Connecticut to go to Pepe's.
That's an hour from New York City.
Yeah, exactly. And it was, believe me, as you know, you well know.
It was worth it?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
If it had been 2 hours, I'd have drove. After eating it, it wouldn't have mattered. I may do it again.
Well, rumor has it that the stars that were either on Broadway or in New York deliver. They have it delivered. Now, Pepe's doesn't deliver, but they
pay somebody to
pick it up at Pepe's and deliver it to them.
It's really good. It's really, really good.
But you go to the Wall of Fame in Pepe's and you see the people that. I mean, I think just about every president has been there.
Some famous people. And some infamous people are on the wall.
Oh, well, no, the one infamous are not on the wall.
Well, there's a couple of them on the wall.
No, they're in the post office wall. Not
no. Well, the guy that I remembered is we sat right at the table and his picture looked at us the whole time. Teflon Don, John Gotti.
Oh, really? John Gotti?
But John Gotti liked his picture everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
John Gotti, he never met a camera he didn't like.
Yeah, he was a good-looking man.
And dressed to the nines.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe one of the best dressers ever to be part of
an organization.
An organization. Maybe one of the best dressed, organized guys you ever see.
He was definitely organized.
He was definitely organized. Organized.
Oh, but yeah, I think Frank Sinatra's picture's up there. I'm not sure.
Chairman of the board.
But all these pictures, I remember all these pictures are signed.
Yes.
They are all signed.
I wonder how much money
is on that wall?
On that wall with the signatures.
You go touch it. Go ahead.
I'm not. I don't want some big gorilla coming out of the back named Rocco.
Vito. Oh, Rocco. Okay, I thought it was Vino. Maybe he doesn't work there anymore. He got too old.
Well, one of my favorite lines in Caddyshack.
What?
The end of Caddyshack, after the ball falls in, they lose the bet. Ted Knight tries to get away, and Rodney Dangerfield says, "Hey, Rocco, Moose, go help the judge find his wallet."
Find his wallet. Yeah.
Rocco, Moose, go help the judge
hey,
find
Moose.
his wallet.
Well, that boss the bubble. I help him out there.
Hi, caller. Who's this?
Hi, this is Sonny going. This is Big Joe. You ever have a leech with your beets?
A leech, no. No, I'm no, fish.
Yeah.
No. No fish for me. No, thank you.
No anchovies.
No anchovies for me. No, thank you, though.
My daddy.
That's salty. Very, very salty.
Listen to you.
My daddy.
Thanks, Sonny.
Thanks, Sonny, for the call. My dad would eat anchovies and Italian sausage.
I've tasted anchovies. Super salty.
When I was a kid, I loved them because my dad ate them.
Well, I've eaten just about anything.
But now I get it now, and I'm like, why not order anchovies?
Your taste buds change.
I'm trying to recapture my childhood with my dad, and it's a terrible pizza.
I never used to eat chicken. Let me ask you used to eat chicken.
So I saw a pizza this weekend.
Pizza or Abitz?
A pizza.
Pizza, okay.
That was advertised.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, ugh.
What was it?
It was pesto instead of red sauce.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Pesto and pickles.
Who would want to eat that? And you like pickles?
I love pickles, but I'm not eating that.
No, that's not pizza.
Pesto
and pickles. That's called P&P.
Yeah, they had chicken on it too.
Oh, good grief! Oh boy. So you got
pesto and pickles.
Pickled chicken and no. That is not a pizza. My nose. That's like putting pineapples on pizza.
And I know people like pesto, and pesto's good, but it's a red sauce goes on pizza.
No.
I know people have been putting pesto on pizza here in the last 20 years. Red sauce goes on pizza. And by the way, for all of you people out there that want to take a stand right now, you're wrong. Joe and I are right. Pineapple does not belong on a pizza.
No, sorry.
Oh, it's a Hawaiian. No, it's not. Even the Hawaiians aren't eating that. Okay?
No, that is.
And if
not.
it was Hawaiian, it would be pineapples and Spam. It wouldn't be ham because Spam's a delicacy. You can go to restaurants in Hawaii. I went out there on vacation once with my ex-wife. We went out there. We went to a restaurant. All they served, the meat, the protein on the menu was all Spam.
Oh yeah,
and it was like $25 a plate.
It's crazy. Well, I understand in Hawaii they have warehouses full of Spam.
Yes, more Spam is consumed in Hawaii than any other state in the country.
That's right.
Because during World War II and all, that's what was sent out there with the military, and so.
And expiration date is 2020.
I don't think it ever.
2080, whatever.
I think a Twinkie expires before a Spam does. But yeah, for people who.
But I've had Spam. I've eaten it, a lot after I grew up.
Right.
We never had Spam in our home growing up. No. Meat. We had real meat. But later on, I tried it. The taste has not changed over the years.
No. Spam and potted meat, the taste has not changed.
I don't like potted meat.
Yeah.
Cat food.
It is. It is low grade cat food.
However, there's been stories that I've heard during the Depression.
Yeah.
Which my dad lived through. He told that people that were super poor, super,
right.
They would buy cat food.
Oh, yeah, cat food and dog food. Eat it. Yep.
Yeah, and it was cheaper than the regular food.
Yep.
And it sustained them.
Well,
they seasoned it, and
when I tell people that I won't eat potted meat because it's gross, friends of mine's grandparents and all, because they lived through the Depression, they were like, "It's because you've never been hungry enough."
That's it. Liver mush.
I'm not eating liver mush, but if we end up in a depression where that's all there is to eat,
you'll eat liver.
I guess I'd eat it.
Have you ever heard of liver wish?
Liverwurst.
Liverwurst. That's it. Liverwurst. Yeah. Same.
My dad.
No, I like liverwurst.
One of my dad's favorite things was hog head cheese. Yeah,
almost like a blue cheese.
But they used parts of the hog and everything to make it with the cheese, and I mean I'm not eating it. But
I like blue cheese.
Things.
You like blue cheese?
I do.
I grew up, and that was my treat. Sometime my dad would bring home blue cheese and Italian bread.
Yeah, dip it.
And dip. Heck, I cut what they call the cagouts. For those who don't know what a cagouts is, that's the end of the bread.
You'd hollow it out and fill it with blue cheese, wouldn't you?
Yeah. you hollow out the end of the cagouts. You stick it with blue cheese, and every bite you got a piece of bread and blue cheese. And as I grew, I changed from milk to beer, blue cheese and cagouts. Now, for those of you that don't know what a real loaf of Italian bread looks like, picture a football made of bread.
Right.
Stretched long to about 2.5 foot.
Right.
That's a loaf of Italian bread. So the ends come out elongated, and it's crispy on the outside and soft on the inside.
Exactly.
Now, these breads that are on it that are called Italian bread are French breads. They're soft. They're not hard on the outside. And they look nothing.
Right.
They look nothing like Italian bread that I grew up with.
No, nothing.
No. I mean, and those, when you got Italian bread and you slice it in half and slice it again and made a sub out of that, you were full when you were done.
You're done right now. 1370 AM, WOCA, The Source.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Lance Pride.
The Secret Service is in charge of event security at Biden's inauguration, but there is a wide variety of military and law enforcement personnel involved, ranging from the National Guard to the FBI to DCPD, U.S. Capitol Police, U.S. Park Police. About 25,000 members of the National Guard are being vetted by the Federal Bureau of Investigation since arriving last week. Expecting open borders as promised by President-elect Joe Biden, several caravans numbering in the thousands are on their way to the United States from South America. Biden transition officials tell migrant caravans now is not the time to come to the U.S. Chinese state media is reporting 12 out of the 22 workers trapped for a week in an explosion in a gold mine are alive, as hundreds of rescuers seek to bring them to safety. The Xinhua news agency said Monday a note passed through a rescue shaft Sunday night is giving rescuers hope. USA Radio News.
Attention business owners body slammed by overwhelming debt. If your business is in trouble, hassled by creditors, if you're frustrated, finally fed up with big business bailouts while your business has been left for dead, please listen close. There's a brand new fast-track bankruptcy. Some have even called it the biggest small business bailout in American history. Designed for individuals and their businesses. And look, almost no one knows about this yet. My attorney wasn't even aware of it. The truth is, beating the system has never been easy because it's rigged in a sense against the little guy. But here's the jaw-dropping news nobody's talking about. They've literally just changed the system so that you can beat it, but only if you understand how the new game has to be played. Find out if you qualify at pocketsoflight.com. This government-backed small business repair program is still legal, but may not be renewed after the election. Fight back fairly, fight back ethically at pocketsoflight.com.
Up your diet and get fit, or setting a goal to be better at time management, ButcherBox is a great way to start. ButcherBox ships high-quality meat conveniently right to the door. They partner with folks that never use hormones or antibiotics, so you know that this is free-range organic chicken, heritage-bred pork, 100% grass-fed and grass-finished beef, fresh-caught seafood like salmon and scallops.
You're getting ready to move,
ButcherBox has over 20 different cuts of meat to choose from, and their boxes ship fresh right to the door. Plus, their website is loaded with awesome recipes that the whole family will love. ButcherBox is making it easy to cook delicious fan favorites on game day and every day. ButcherBox.com/Bubba and get free pulled pork, St. Louis ribs, and a pack of their uncured bacon free in your first box. That's ButcherBox.com/Bubba, ButcherBox.com/Bubba, or you can go to RickandBubba.com and find everything you need right there under the sponsors button.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck. Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America. Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get